If you're swamped with debt and burdened with bills, you're in the right place. Today we're slicing through the chains of debt with laser precision. And I'm not going to show you not one, not two, but 7 different ways to kick those debts to the curb. Are you ready to bid farewell to those pesky debts and ready to say hello to the life of liberty? Whether it's credit cards, student loans, car debt, homes, mortgages, cramping your style, buckle up and let's get ready to ride into your new future, one without debt or chains. Today, we're about to supercharge your payoff plan and put you in the fast lane to financial independence. Let's dive into some debt demolishing details that will have you doing the financial independence freedom dance. Let's get started. Each of these methods have its own merits and may be more suitable for different individuals. It's important to evaluate your debt and your lifestyle to choose a strategy that's good for you, or a combination of strategies if that will work for you as well. It's important that you align your particular strategy to that of your financial goals, which should be sustainable over a long period of time. The very first one we're going to discuss is the debt snowball method. You want to just list all of your debts from the smallest to the largest, regardless of the interest rate. And then you want to pay as much as you can on the smallest debt. Once that debt is paid off, roll the monies that you are allocating to that debt to the next debt on your list. This method focuses on the psychological wins. By paying off the smallest debt first, you reach a level of accomplishment to give you the momentum to continue. Watching those individual debts quickly disappear will definitely give you motivation. We're akin to how snowballs actually increase. It starts very small and it continues to roll, hence the name of the debt snowball method. The whole idea here is that your payment towards debt will gain momentum as each balance is wiped out. It's a quick way to definitely increase your momentum and to get you moving and excited about reducing that debt. If that one didn't work for you, maybe the debt avalanche method will work. This right here is merely just taking all of your debts and listing them from your highest to your lowest interest rate. You want to make minimum payments on all of your debts except the one with the highest interest rate. Pay as much as you can on that one high interest rate bill or debt. Once the debt is paid off, you want to take the same payment amount and apply that to the next debt that you have with a high interest rate. Now, the debt avalanche method is a little more mathematically efficient than the snowball method because it reduces the amount of interest that you pay over a period of time. By targeting those high interest rate debts first, you're reducing the amount of compounding interest. So essentially you are making money, or you're saving money that you ordinarily would pay in interest. This method definitely takes some discipline because you will not see immediate payoff of the debt or zero balances as you would with the snowball method, but it's definitely going to save you a lot of money. Now, if those two did not work, we have a third one for you. That is the balance transfer credit card. I know many of you have heard of it and it's not foreign to you, but let's talk a little bit about it and why maybe that's the best one for you. This method is basically transferring your high interest credit card balances to a balance transfer card with 0% introductory APR. With that zero introduction APR card, you're going to definitely have a period of time that they're going to give you that 0%. You want to make sure that you pay off your debt or as much as you can during the promotional period so that you can benefit from 0% interest for a period of time. Just remember, with this method, the goal is to pay the entire balance off if you can, so that you will not incur the high interest rates. And these rates can be sometimes higher than the credit card that you previously had. It all depends on the card that you've secured. But again, that method is something to consider if you are a person with good credit or decent credit and you're able to qualify for that 0% introductory APR card. I think it's a win, definitely. If that doesn't work for you, we do have another one for you to consider. See, guys, I have you covered, moneymakers. The next one is a debt consolidation loan. I know it's a loan, but definitely used purposely for reducing the amount of debt that a person may have. You want to make sure that the loan that you are securing is a low interest loan. And with this loan, you're going to actually pay off your high interest credit card debt or your high interest debt. It's not just for credit cards. It could be for other things as well. The best thing about this method is that it takes all your multiple payments. You have all these different payments going out at the same time with varying types of interest, lots of interest. It takes all of those cards and consolidate them to one. You're making one payment for all of your debt, which is huge. That will help you by reducing the interest that you're paying or that you have been paying. Also, it will help you manage well or better how to make your payments on a timely manner, which will increase your credit score as well. Not to mention the savings that you are going to incur because you're now paying a lower interest rate over a period of time. That is a lot of money that you will save. And ultimately, it is going to reduce your stress because you only have that one payment to make. Now, I know many of you don't want to really hear about this next strategy, but it is an option. And that is to increase your income by way of getting a part-time job or doing freelance work. Now, before you say no, let's talk a little bit more about how you will benefit from this particular strategy. One of the quick ways that you can actually exercise or operate within this strategy is you could, if you have a lot of clothing or a lot of stuff that you don't use every day, that is money that you're just holding on to. So you can sell those things and definitely capitalize off of it and get that money and apply it to other debt. You can take your hobbies, things that you really love that's marketable, package it up and offer that as a service as well. So you don't have to go out of the home if you don't prefer to. You can actually take those skills, those gifts, those talents that you have and create a business for yourself. You can take the additional monies that you're earning and pay down that debt even faster. I mean, just pay it off. And if you don't have a talent or a skill and you don't have a lot of stuff, you can apply for a role based on your skill set that will bring you additional money or income as well. Strategy number 6, you have to cut your expenses. You want to reduce your discretionary spending by as much as possible. That means doing a little less dining, a little less eating out, a little less of the luxury things that you have. You want to cancel those unnecessary subscriptions that you've acquired over a period of time. You want to shop smarter by looking for those coupons, look for those deals, and spend less. Reducing your spending can free up more money for you to actually pay off your debt. The last strategy is pay bi-weekly payments. I know you're probably thinking, well, what do you mean by paying bi-weekly payments? Instead of paying monthly payments, pay every 2 weeks over a period of a year. This results in making one extra payment per year, which will reduce your overall principal on the loan or the debt. Now, you may think that that's not a whole lot of money, but believe it or not, it's significant when you think about the amount of interest you would pay on your principal amount. Many of the companies or your debtors provide a program in which you can actually pay every 2 weeks, but you may have to ask. And before you take that route, you want to also talk to the finance guy and make sure that you have a clear understanding of the benefits of doing so. This strategy really works well for loans like your mortgages or your car notes. This method also works well and aligns with biweekly paychecks, allowing you to budget your debt payments even more. There you have it, guys. I've given you 7 great ways to reduce your debt overall. If one doesn't work for you, try another or a combination of 2 or 3. Whatever works for you to assist you with actually reducing that debt is exactly the one for you. Just remember that in addition to these strategies, you have to stay disciplined. You want to keep track of your progress and maintain your budget that supports your debt repayment program. Always review your terms of your debt, as some of them may have penalties that you are unaware of. And not to mention, some do penalize you for paying off debts early. So you want to be totally aware. Stay focused and you'll see that debt or that mountain of debt actually start reducing over a period of time until it is shrunk to absolutely nothing. I hope that this has been helpful for you. I am very hopeful, and I know that you can do it. You can reduce your debt and live a life that's debt-free and have the freedom that you'd like to from a financial standpoint. Until next time.